What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and if you take a look here on my screen, you will see the title of this daily wrap is Goodbye to Full Fighting Game Days. Thank you for the summer of Street Fighter 6. How interesting. Now that GameTrekker is no longer supporting and wailing out for this game, Phil all of a sudden now decides that he's going to cut back on his Street Fighter playthrough. That is just an amazing coincidence to me. And being the fact that he got little support today, he walked away with, I think, 95 bucks for the day today in 2 streams and tips. And of course, Phil kept dropping and letting everyone know that, hey, GameTrekker's not here anymore to carry the stream, so I need you guys to step up. And of course, no one stepped up. It was quite pathetic and quite sad. So now we have Phil here trying to shoe in the fact that he's going to begin limiting his Street Fighter content. Let's see what our boy Phil has to say.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday the 20th of August, 2023. And for all intents and purposes, even though I didn't really realize it until tonight's late stream, today was pretty much the finale of my crazy, hardcore, non-stop coverage of fighting games and or Street Fighter 6 in particular for the summer. Because if you really think about it now, all right, after this weekend where I literally just played fighting games for 2 days straight, and by the way, my hand is killing me from doing that. I got to be careful. You know, I'm getting older, and I can't be playing fighting games nonstop. I have to be balancing it with other stuff, because as I get older, you know, I am noticing that I'm getting, you know, tenseness in the muscles and pain, and sometimes I'm going to probably end up getting carpal tunnel as I get older. No exaggeration. I got to be careful. The more I play, the more I'm kind of overloading on fighting games. You know, I would make sure I'm not getting tendonitis and stuff. But I was thinking about it tonight. I was like, wow, this is it. If you look at the schedule moving forward, every week now we've got new releases moving forward through the fall, which means we're not going to be able to be doing daytime streams of Street Fighter 6 anymore. Today's stream, which actually was an impromptu stream that was not planned originally, I was going to do the Mortal Kombat 1 beta, but we know how that went last night. This is really it, the last hurrah for Street Fighter 6 being a day stream. Not to say that I'm not playing it. I love the game. I'm absolutely going to keep playing it, but it's going to be night streams balanced with everything else moving forward. So first of all, let's talk about how today went. Let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week, and, you know, get ready. We have 3 more days this week. Shorter streaming. We only a 5-day week because last week was 8 days. So this is a 5-day week for me, okay?
Okay, so Phil just said that carpal tunnel, and he's getting old, and yeah, and they have so many other playthroughs to play through, especially with all of the new games. The only thing that's really coming out that's new is Starfield, and that's coming out in September 6th. So what Phil is saying is that he'd rather play Grand Theft Auto 5, a 10-year-old game, and Chrono Trigger. He'd rather play that than Street Fighter 6. When for the last three months, all he wanted to do was play Street Fighter because it was his only thing that was bringing in tips and support, because of course GameTrekker and the 1 Minute Man daily support. That was it. And he was perfectly fine with getting his 50 or 60 bucks from those 2 dents, and then hopefully getting some extra cash from, you know, dollar tip here, dollar tip there. And he was perfectly content with that. But of course, now that that $30 tip is dried up and GameTrekker finally woke up and realized, what the hell am I doing here giving this 41-year-old 4K in tip donations because he's playing Street Fighter? And of course, now when Phil has a full day of Street Fighter content, he decides, oh, well, you know, I'm going to cut back on Street Fighter. I wonder why. Phil. Could it just be that you know that the support isn't there? Could it be the fact that you played it today, you did a community playthrough tonight, and you only managed to get $20? Could that be the real factor, Phil? Not that your hands hurt, or you're getting carpal tunnel, or you're getting old, or new games are on the rise and you have other playthroughs to focus on. No, I'm not buying it, Phil. We all know that you're saddened that GameTrekker has finally woke up and has left the theater, and you don't have anyone else that can pick up his slack. And that's the reason why you're cutting back on Street Fighter. If somebody would have wailed out today, you know Phil would have continued doing more streams of Street Fighter, because he would have felt like, okay, someone else stepped up, another whale stepped up, and I'm good to go. I can milk it for another month or two. But of course, the support's just not there, and with GameTrekker gone and Jack Rackster being MIA, no one is supporting the Street Fighter content. Crying emojis, cats downstairs literally crying.
So, today, the schedule shifted. Why? Well, if you want the full explanation, watch this morning's Level 1 podcast, because I explained in full detail why the Mortal Kombat 1 beta, in my opinion, is not living up to expectations and is nowhere near as good as Street Fighter 6's beta or the current state of Street Fighter 6 as a released game. I mean, it's just a objective comparison. Less characters, less gameplay mechanics, worse connections, floaty, slow gameplay. It just doesn't feel anywhere near as good. And I thought, man, with Street Fighter 6 being so good, that NetherRealm would have really put in a lot of effort to make the next Mortal Kombat be better. And honestly, I don't think they really did at all. They just simply removed things from the last Mortal Kombat and then threw in cameos, which are these new assist characters, and that's it. That's a day. No, that's not it. You know, Street Fighter 6 innovated and did so many things different, and you literally have done nothing. You added in assists that were already present in other fighting games. That's not innovation. So, I'm pretty disappointed. And because of that, after having played it 5 hours yesterday and finding myself completely bored with it, today I said we're just going to do Street Fighter 6. So, on the podcast, giant segment talking about Mortal Kombat 1 and how disappointing it is at this point. And then essentially, the usual. And then first stream today was Honda in ranked a Street Fighter 6, and I'm pleased to report I did very, very well. Tons of wins. I would say way more wins than losses, although as I get, closer to Master, it's going to get harder to get those consistent wins. But 3 hours of gameplay, I went from the lowest level 2-star diamond all the way up to above 4-star diamond. So, yeah, people were counting and they were like, yeah, dude, you got like over 1,700 points or something crazy like that in the one session. You're doing really good. And great matches, great close matches. I even had a little bit more new Honda tech this time, with a little mix up in the corner with the overhead that I saw last night. Top players doing in some videos I watched. So I was doing better. But still had some technical issues, was dropping some moves, and it was frustrating that a lot of the times trying to do things facing right, like drive rushing to the right or doing a butt stop, was dropping. And it was frustrating me that was happening, because I don't know why. Someone recommended, why don't you change the settings on your joystick from D-pad to left thumbstick, because there's a switch to do that. And it still didn't seem to work. But then the thing is, tonight I did a community night and I don't think I had that issue. So maybe it is working, or maybe the stick is breaking in, I don't know. But I was having some execution issues. That was really the reason I lost some matches today, was execution. But the good news is, the Honda session was not salty. I'm going to do my absolute best moving forward as I play Street Fighter 6 to try to remain calm and not get salty over losses, because people were starting to complain, and, you watch it back, you're like, yeah, I'm getting too heated. I'm getting way too excited over it. It's not that big of a deal. I'm still winning overall. Why am I getting so heated and so upset about this? So I feel like I do need to calm down, take breaks, and not get overly crazy heated and swearing and insulting people and stuff like that.
Yeah, Phil, everyone knows that that's just a little dog and pony show that you like to do to kind of show or make it seem like you're really upset and you're very serious. You're not just making up excuses. It's true. People are cheating, the lag and all these excuses. So that's all kabuki theater from Phil. So don't buy that whatsoever. The other thing too is just heading back to why he's wage quitting milking Street Fighter 6. Is because he's ranking up, and the more he ranks up, the harder it's going to be. His matches are going to be much harder. I mean, I think he's in Diamond for Blanca. So remember what happened last time on Xbox when he was playing with Diamond? He got beat down a lot, and it took a long time for him to get into that master rank. So what he's doing here is he's also going to be cutting back on the Street Fighter content, so that he can slow walk his progression in ranking. So hopefully he can stay in that low diamond for a while and try to milk playing the game there. Because of course, the higher ranking he gets, the worse he's going to do, and the more rage we're going to see. And typically when we see more rage, for some reason the sensibilities of the dents gets hurt or fragile, and they just withhold. They don't support. And of course, with GameTrekker no longer being there, no longer being available, that's $30 that's not going into Phil's pocket. So there's two reasons why Phil is cutting back the Street Fighter content. One, because of the money, the support, and two, he's trying to slow walk his rank progression in Street Fighter. So there you have it, folks. That's the honest truth.
And believe it or not, I did that today. Overall, people are like, yeah, you didn't go crazy or anything today. It was more, when I lost, I was upset at the game. I dropped an input or whatever, but it wasn't like me freaking out at people. So that was good. And I made great progress. So great ranking progress. Tonight's late stream was the final community stream. And it went well. One person went in there with a master, and I'm like, dude, I'm literally said tonight, I'm not using Blanca. I'm not using Honda. I'm using all characters I literally haven't been using. I don't have ranks with them. And you're going to come in with a master fucking character. No, you're not. Wasting everyone's time. But I had fun. Some of the connections were terrible. It always is. I had fun playing with everyone. I want to say thanks to anyone in the last 3 months who watched and supported Street Fighter 6, and anyone who joined for the community nights and supported and played those. That's very nice. It was a great time to actually have interaction with my viewers in a gameplay capacity. I haven't done that in any game in many, many years, so it was very nice to do that with all of you. And it went well. Overall support today was decent, so no complaints there. And that's that for Street Fighter 6. I'll keep playing it, but it's a limited capacity, so allow me to explain. So tomorrow, no Street Fighter, no fighting games at all, thankfully, because I need to rest this hand. So right after I finish recording this and start uploading, I got to do the playlist for tomorrow's React show over on DSP Reacts. DSP versus the Internet is Monday this week. So got to do that, and that's going to be the first stream tomorrow. It'll be a Level 1 podcast here on DSP Gaming. Then we'll shift over to DSP Reacts for the React show. Then we'll come back here tomorrow night for a late night stream of Chrono Trigger. So that should be pretty fun and chill. Then on Tuesday, it's GTA 5 Anniversary Run on the first stream, and it's Street Fighter 6 ranked gameplay with Blanca on the late stream, but it's only going to be about 2 hours. And then same thing on Wednesday, GTA 5 day stream, and the night stream, likely more Blanca ranked play on the late stream. So you see the difference. When I was playing Street Fighter 6, I was playing 3+ hour long chunks, and now I'm only going to be playing it in 2 hour increments. So only having played that much, I'm not going to have time to be doing community nights, or else I'll never make any progress in the game. So yeah, sadly it has to go by the wayside. Now, reminders. This Friday, we're trying out Armored Core 6. There will be a Friday Night Fights in Street Fighter. This Saturday is the big marathon event celebrating my 15-year anniversary as a creator. I hope you will join me for that all day long if you can make it. It's a retrospective where we're going to watch clips and laugh back and have a good time together. There's going to be food. There's going to be booze. There's going to be a big segment where I just talk about my history as a YouTuber and reminisce about the last 15 years of my life and us having a good chill time. It is going to be a party-like, relaxed atmosphere. Nothing serious, all good times, as a way to say thank you so much for 15 years before we head into the busy fall gaming season. So that's Saturday, and next week will be a mix between Armored Core and GTA 5 on the first streams, and Chrono Trigger and Street Fighter 6 on the late streams. If we like Armored Core, I'll see if we want to keep playing it. The thing is, I'm getting a lot of desire to play Starfield early, because it actually comes out on the 1st if you pay a little extra. It comes out on the 6th if everyone else. And some people are like, we want you to play it early. And I'm like, maybe I should, but I don't know how I'm playing Armored Core then. Just being honest. I don't know how I'm going to have time. So we'll have to think about this and see how things go with GTA 5 as well. So anyway, guys.
Alrighty, folks. So yes, Jin will save the channel. That's what Phil... I talked about this a few weeks ago, where it just seems like the support has just been abysmal. And Phil has to rely on these special marathons just to get his tips and support up for the month. And you guys know what happened on his last one. One person paid for liquor, and I think he ended up walking away with maybe $180 on that stream. So I don't know if the dents are going to continue paying for shots. I think that little gimmick Phil is kind of worn out, but you never know. You might have Lisa Lu, OIC, the usual dents hang out. They saved a few bucks from their disability check, and they're ready to plop it down to see you get sloshed. So that may happen. But yeah, going back again to recap Phil and him, no longer playing Street Fighter as much as he is because he has all of these new playthroughs, is just garbage. It's utter garbage. I just find it so coincidental, again, that this is all happening once GameTrekker, wrote him his Dear John letter and essentially kicked him to the curb. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.